Last week I was driving my boat and I got hit. Well, I didn't get hit because I deep dove at the last second while the boat plowed through my boat right above me. And before I dove out of my boat, I was like waving my arms and screaming, and the person driving the other boat going full speed couldn't see anything, couldn't hear anything, so they just plowed right through. So my boat got totaled. I have the pieces over here, and several people have donated some money to me for, you know, repairs and stuff. Super duper thank you. That is super helpful. But that's not what this video is about. I want to talk about this boat danger situation, because I've been almost hit several times. And I was talking to the Marine Authority guy after I got hit, and he's like, oh yeah, this happens all the time. There's a lot of collisions. You know, recently a couple, you know, a man and a woman were in a boat. They're in their motorboat, and this other boat came up behind them going full speed, just plowed right through them because they couldn't see either. Killed both of them. Like, just imagine that. You're with your wife out on your boat in this beautiful place, and just suddenly, bam, you're both dead. And I knew these brothers who used to live near here. They're like 25, 30 years old. They both had families, kids, and they have a canoe. Well, they have a couple canoes. And the two of them were in one of these canoes, paddling between the baseball game and their house. And canoes are common around here. For a lot of people, that's their main transportation, is a canoe and a paddle. So it's not like people are unaware of canoes. No, there are a lot of people paddling canoes around. So everyone knows there's canoes. But these two guys, these two brothers, paddling their canoe, a boat comes along, plows right through them, kills them both. Now their kids don't have dads. God, like, anyway, so like the Maritime Authority guy was saying, this happens a lot. So I was asking him, is anyone, like, what's the solution here? Is anyone doing anything about this? I mean, the solutions are pretty obvious, but is anyone doing anything? And he's just like, well, you know, people like to drive their boats fast, and, you know, well, so basically no. There's no one's doing anything about this. And then someone I know said to me, well, Jaimie, you know what the problem is. It's that these people, the authorities, they have jobs because the problem exists. If the problem gets solved, they don't have a job anymore. And it's the same problem with like the whole medical industry. Doctors don't make money off healthy people, so they keep people sick, you know? It's kind of the fatal flaw of capitalism when you start taking money too seriously. Anyway, so no one else seems to be doing anything about it. So I was like, what can I do about it? So step one, I'm just going to try to see if this is as big a problem as I think it is, or if I'm just, you know, I might just be making it up, right? And share whatever I find with people. Maybe we can get a conversation going, share, you know, get some awareness, blah, blah, blah. So the other day, one of my neighbors was going to town. So I caught a ride and got video of a bunch of different boats, just like random boats. And I just uploaded them to my computer here, and I was looking at a couple of them, and pausing the video, I was like, holy crap, this problem is way worse than I was thinking. I was not exaggerating at all. So here, let's take a look. Okay, we just got to town. Here's the first boat I saw. Excuse my zoom. So let's stop it, and where's the guy's head? There's the guy's head. What can he see? Draw a line over the bow of his boat. So that means everything under that is a blind spot. So he can't see anything directly in front of him. And he's just plowing through the water. All right, here's the second boat. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Like, this guy can't see anything in front of him. You don't even have to be a swimmer or a kayaker, like another motorboat. You can't see a thing. All right, so even in a small boat, you definitely have a blind spot. But this isn't too bad. At least he can see below the horizon, right? And he's going slow. When you go slower, the bow of your boat is down. When you speed up, the bow of the boat goes up, and you can see a lot less. Now this guy, not even moving, he has a pretty big blind spot. And I really hope he stands up when he's driving. Okay, let's check out this guy. Even with a small boat going at speed, can't see a thing ahead of him. All right, let's see how these people are doing. Yeah, both of them have pretty big blind spots that get bigger the farther away. That means they can't see the horizon. They can't see anything in front of them. How's this guy doing? Doesn't look too bad. He's standing up. That's a nice safety feature, standing up in your boat so you can see better. Now let's see, draw some lines. Yeah, it's still not great, you know. Like he can't see anything above or anything below the height of his bow. See, now this guy is going nice and slow. That means he can see stuff. And that's what everyone should be doing in a high traffic area. Now this guy, at least he's going out into open water like this. Hopefully when he gets closer to the shore, you know, and closer to high traffic, he slows down. But even in open water, I mean, just imagine driving a car and not being able to see the road ahead of you. All right, let's see how these two guys are doing. Now, the guy on the left is standing, so his blind spot's a lot smaller than the guy sitting on the right. I mean, anytime you come into a high traffic area, you should stand up. And this is just to show, like, the raised bows on these boats. And this guy, his head's lower than the bow of the boat. He can't see over. He can't see anything in front of him. If there's a swimmer or a kayaker, they're dead. So these are some boats just parked with, you can see how low the person sits at the back and how high the bow is at the front of the boat. And this is just stationary. When they start moving, the front of the boat goes up, the back of the boat goes down, and the problem gets a lot worse. I hope these guys stand up. That red boat at least had a standing spot, it looked like. All right, this is the boat I was driving in. I'm not driving, I'm sitting in the middle of the boat. And it does not have a raised bow, but I can't see anything out the front of the boat. The driver of this boat is standing though, which is nice. He stood the whole time so he could have greater visibility. But even then, it's not great. And you know, this lack of forward visibility is just a huge problem in these kinds of boats. And you know, people are dying unnecessarily, and it's just stupid. All right, so what can you do about it? Well, feel free to share this video with anyone for whom it is relevant. And if you drive a boat, you know, I understand driving full speed when you're out in the open water, but anytime you get near the shore or in an area where there are other people, just slow down, man. You don't always have to be in such a hurry. You always have the option of slowing down and enjoying the scenery and being safe. You know, stand up, pay attention. And maybe you don't drive a boat, but you find yourself in a boat with someone else driving. And I can tell you 2 times in the last few years, I've prevented someone else from running another person over by just paying attention and saying to the driver, hey, there's someone directly ahead of us. I know you can't see them, you gotta turn. And then we turn and go around them. And at first, the driver looks at me like annoyed, like, why are you telling me how to drive? But then they realize we just didn't kill someone. Then they let it go. It's better to annoy someone than it is to kill someone. So totally say something. Oh, and if you're a boat maker, you know, like all the boats that I design have a 360-degree view from the driver's spot. It's really not that hard to do as long as you make it a priority. All right, I'm gonna shut up.